We all grew up with urban legends and myths, but some urban legends and myths are way too creepy to just ignore. Some of these supposed real-life urban legends have terrified many communities and brought countless nightmares to people growing up. Today, I found some horrifying ones, hopefully not real, but I'll keep an open mind. And remember, if you want to stay away from any type of creepy legends, make sure to like and subscribe. The first one we will be looking at is the Labubu. Y'all, I never really understood why they got so popular. Even my cousins wanted it for their birthdays. It's pretty crazy because I know about Labubu because I read a book about it when I was growing up. Anyways, a lot of people have creepy things to say about those cute creatures. Let's see how scary Labubu really are.
Let's talk about Labubus. Please follow my other account to watch more content. Are Labubus demonic? That's what a lot of people have been asking lately. Some say these creatures with big grins, sharp teeth, and devilish eyes are inspired by demons. Some others even claimed that they have bad energy and that they're cursed or let spiritual doors open just by being in your house. Some theories even say that Labubus is based on the demon Pazuzu.
Okay, why does their name sound so similar? I would have fell for that demonic theory.
Some others say just because of this, the doll is possessed, and when you look at their big grin, sharp ears, and evil eyes, an appearance might jump to those conclusions. But sometimes things can just be theories and not be true. I only believe that they're demonic. 20% because stuff in the internet can be fake. Anyways, tell me what you think.
I don't know about this, but I personally don't think Labubus are evil. Yeah, they do look a little scary, but they are still cute in a way. I feel like people overthink their demonic features and are making stories up, like saying they move at nighttime. To be fair, I don't have one, so I can't really say anything. If any of y'all have a Labubu, tell me if you experienced any weird things. Hopefully it's fake. The next one is based on a girl who made a deal with a monster. I don't know anything about this, but I can say she shouldn't have done that. Anyways, let's see how it got to that point.
Let's talk about the skinless woman. The skinless woman is one of the most horrifying urban legends that there is. So if you see a woman standing by the side of the road, don't stop, not even if she looks hurt or begging for help.
I hate that. I would probably help her. Hopefully she isn't real.
Because by the time you roll down your window, you realize she has no skin, her body raw and red. You'll see her muscles twitching, and her nerve is exposed, and her disturbing big eyes that never blink.
Okay, if I saw that, I would have probably drove right past her. I've seen too many scary movies start like this.
They say that she was a very beautiful woman, but made a deal that would keep her beauty. However, she didn't keep the deal. She broke her promise for eternal beauty, and now she's cursed and walks the streets at night. La Decarnata wanders at night and begs for rides. And if you refuse to give her one, she will crawl into your car and take your skin off. They say if you scream, you'll be found skinned just like her.
Oh my god, I almost felt sympathy for her after she said she was begging for rides, but saying that she will skin you really changed my mind. Anyways, this is a sign y'all should never trust strangers inside your cars, especially if they seem nice. The next one is one of the most creepiest myth from Japanese folklore. I know these are going to be creepy because I've seen so much Japanese folklore videos. Anyways, hopefully this doesn't give any of y'all nightmares.
Imagine waking up in the middle of the night for a glass of water and coming face to face with this. This is the Roku-kubi, a terrifying yokai from Japanese folklore. You will never know if someone is a Roku-kubi. It could literally be your mom, your sister, or even your neighbor, but you will never suspect a thing until they transform. By day, they appear as ordinary women, blending into society, but at night, their necks can stretch to such unnatural, disturbing lengths. They slither silently through homes with their long snake-like necks, searching for their next male victim. They thrive off of chaos. They also love to terrorize their victims and drink the oil from lamps. And sometimes they go as far as eating people in their sleep. But the Roku-kubi actually has a far more sinister cousin called the Roku-kubi. Unlike the Roku-kubi, their heads actually detach from their bodies and fly around freely through the night. The Roku-kubi are said to be more wicked. They actually share similar traits with vampires, and they hunt down men at night with the intent of attacking them and drinking their blood. But they say if the Nokukubi's body moves while the head is away, the two can't reunite and the creature dies. Both yokais were once human, but they were cursed as punishment for their sins, and sometimes it's not even theirs to carry. If a man in the family commits an evil act, unfortunately the woman has to be cursed in his place, since the curse only works on women. Some don't even realize what they are. When they wake up, they think that their misdeeds were just a dream. But not all Roku-kubi are evil. Some just want to live a normal, peaceful life. But only a few can control their transformation. So what do you guys think of the Roku-kubi, and what would you do if you found one of these creeping around your home?
I would probably burn down the house and hopefully drive to another continent somehow. Anyways, this story was so sad. I felt bad for the creatures mainly because they didn't choose this life and were forced to be these monsters that feed on people. I hate stories like these because I always think if my parents are acting weird, I would assume they are one of these creepy myths, even though that sounds so unrealistic. Now I understand why my parents think I'm cuckoo sometimes. The next one may be disturbing, so here is a warning. But anyways, it's another Japanese myth that sounds very real. Hopefully y'all tell me it's not real.
Let's talk about Yoshie Kimura. This is Yoshie Kimura. She is a woman. She was alive at the age of 20, but went missing in 2007 while exploring a forest with her friends Asuno and Yuta. She was killed by an unknown person until her face was split open into this smile.
I wish I didn't knew about this story because I can't go camping anymore because of my fear of being kidnapped. I don't know if this story is real, but I feel like this is way too brutal for any human to do. It made me throw up. Hopefully the two other girls didn't suffer any major PTSD and forgave themselves. The next one is based on creepy dolls. I had my phase where I collected a ton of dolls and didn't realize they freaked out a lot of people, till I saw those fake moving videos and I had to throw them away. What is wrong with me, y'all? Anyways, this video is based on a creepy doll, hopefully not one I know about.
Explaining haunted dolls. Part 1. Okiku. Before we start, can you follow me on Roblox? Thanks! Okiku is a doll from Japan across to Hokkaido as a souvenir. Back in 1918, a boy that is 17 years old from Japan decided to buy a doll for her, a year-old little sister, to play. That boy was Aikichi.Suzuki. The little girl, which is her sister, was named before her doll, which is Okiku. Later on, 1919, Okiku was diagnosed with influenza, which led to her death. The doll was placed beside her grave to remember her. But one chilling night had happened. That shocked everyone. The doll's hair kept growing. Whenever they cut it, it will still come back. And sometimes it was even caught, smiling, moving, and eyes widened. That's how it was. Haunted. That's all. I hope you enjoyed.
I have a strange feeling that the doll was connected to the girl in some way. So it's like she is breathing life into it somehow. I don't know. But it seems possible. It is still interesting to come up with ideas of what could be possible, even though I know this is probably fake. There are so many Japanese creepy stories that could be movies, but hopefully none of them are real because I don't want to imagine what it's like being in those creepy situations. Anyways, hopefully y'all didn't get spooked, and pray that none of these creepy myths ever come true. And as always, I will see you all on the next video. Bye everyone.